how to lose up to 10 pounds in 2 short weeks doing 3 specific things. Now, the first thing you have to do is commit to only eating 2 meals a day. So 2 meals a day, no snacks, and you're gonna eat those 2 meals within a 6-hour eating window. So you're gonna be fasting for 18 hours every day for 2 weeks. And that's the type of intermittent fasting called 18-6. Now let me explain to you why this is gonna work so well. Well, first of all, when you're only eating 2 meals a day, how much calories can you eat with only 2 meals? You're gonna be in a calorie deficit. Plus, you're not gonna be snacking, so you're not gonna take in any extra calories from snacks. And you're also gonna get the benefits, the hormonal benefits of being in a fasted state for 18 hours. And the main benefit is insulin levels are gonna be extremely low. See, when you eat food, the pancreas produces insulin to store away the excess calories you're not burning then. Like, for example, when you eat carbohydrates, the excess carbs are stored away in your muscle and your liver. Fat stored in fat cells. Insulin also helps with protein synthesis. But when you think about it, if you're constantly eating even small meals and constantly spiking insulin, you're always in storage mode and you can't burn body fat. But when insulin levels are really low from fasting for 18 hours, the inverse hormone kicks in, glucagon, and glucagon helps release, like carbohydrates, helps release fat to be burnt. So you're gonna be in an optimal fat burning state, fasting for 18 hours every day. Plus, it's another great way to reduce calories, just giving yourself a 6-hour eating window. Now, the second thing I want you to do is to switch to a low carb diet. I don't want you to eat more than 50 grams of carbohydrates a day or 25 net grams of carbohydrates. Now, if you don't know the difference, total carbohydrates minus fiber gives you net carbs. So for example, if you're eating an avocado, which has 20 grams of carbohydrates in it, but it has 15 grams of fiber, the undigestible type of carbohydrate, subtract the fiber from the total carbohydrates, which will leave you with 5 net grams of carbs. See, even though you're only eating 50 grams of carbs or less, I still want you to eat a good amount of fiber, even though you're eating low carb. So if you can eat 20, 25 grams of fiber every day, and then limit your total carbohydrates to 50 grams, you're gonna be doing incredibly well. So the type of carbohydrates you should be eating are things like avocados, right? Like leafy green vegetables, asparagus, cauliflower. See, these vegetables have like low net carbs in them. They're low sugar type carbohydrates. The carbs you want to eliminate are all the processed food, right? The cookies, the cakes, the breads, the rice, the pasta, the garbage. Get rid of the garbage just for 2 weeks until you lose the 10 pounds. And then I'm going to recommend other videos for you where we can move beyond that so you can keep the weight off for good. Now, the third and final thing I want you to do is I want to make sure you're eating enough protein for the 2 weeks. So my recommendation is 0.9 grams of protein per pound of lean body weight. So for example, if you're 150 pounds with 25% body fat, you take 150, you multiply it by 25%, so you're about 112 pounds of lean mass, times that by 0.9, which leaves you about 100, 105 grams of protein. So I do want you to eat an adequate amount of protein. Just so you know, every 4 ounces of chicken, fish, or meat is about 25 grams of protein. So if you're 150 pounds, 25% body fat, and you're eating 2 meals a day, you can have 2, say, 8-ounce portions of chicken, fish, or meat. Or for example, like an egg is 7, 8 grams of protein. Eat the foods you like, but make sure you're eating an adequate amount of protein. Now let's quickly review the whole diet. So you're gonna be eating 2 meals a day, no snacks. You're gonna be fasting for 18 hours, and you're gonna be taking in those 2 meals within a 6-hour eating window. You're not gonna eat more than 50 grams of total carbohydrates, 25 net grams of carbohydrates, and you're going to be eating an adequate amount of protein. 0.9 grams of protein per pound of lean body weight, and you are going to do incredible. If you follow these 3 simple steps, I've seen people lose even more than 10 pounds. But if you want a more detailed program to follow, say you're interested in more long-term weight loss, I just put one of my health coaching clients on more of a full week, like intermittent fasting, low carb program where I really explain in detail all the different like meals and the exact foods you should be eating. Check out this video if you want more information.